Hey everybody, it's Paul from Canadian Woodworks and Legacy Lumber, and today we are on location with the Logosol B1001 sawmill. We had a beautiful walnut tree come down and we're fortunate to be turning it into lumber. So let's go make some sawdust. Hope you enjoy the video. All right, we just arrived in Mississauga. We're at the homeowner's house. The tree is in the backyard here. Should be interesting to get in there. The sawmill traveled very well, tows nicely. I can barely even feel it behind my truck. Well, I can't even feel it at all. It's nice and secure too. It bolts right to the frame, so that's super nice. And we did come fully loaded. So in my truck here, we have a log arch that we'll probably use to move the logs from the backyard to the driveway. And then we also brought the ATV. Justin came with his truck and trailer. So we'll probably cut slabs. They might go on this trailer and we'll use the ATV to use the log arch as well as move the sawmill. We might be able to get the sawmill right into the backyard. So we'll see how it goes. We're gonna go check out the backyard. The ATV's warming up. You like my socks, Andy? All right, so here's the tree. It was this giant, huge walnut tree. It was beautiful. Unfortunately, there's like massive walnuts, obviously, with a walnut tree, and they've been dropping. He has young children, and I will definitely agree with him if one of those hit his kid in the head. Not a good thing. As you can see, this garden shed over here, it's got a bunch of holes in it. And this is actually pretty hard, solid ceiling. So yeah, you get one of those in your head, not a good situation. But let's check out the diameter at the bottom. So we're about 31 inch at the bottom. To the crotch here, we got about 21 feet. But we'll cut that, we'll have a little log here. We'll cut that, we'll have a little log there. And it's gonna be a nice warm day today. So here we are, this is the entrance to the backyard. There was a bunch of nice heavy pieces of walnut in our way that we had to move. But we eventually backed in the sawmill, pulled out the log arch, and we're gonna be heading into the backyard. We're just fitting the sawmill. This is where if I was using my Wood-Mizer sawmill, there's no way I'd be able to get it into this backyard. So this Logosol definitely has that advantage, as well as the weight of the sawmill. It's very, very, very light. We did bring my ATV because we figured I might have to drive this sawmill into the backyard as well as pull the logs to the front yard, possibly with the log arch. So we kind of brought all the tools in the arsenal. We were about an hour to an hour and a half away from our location, so there was no kind of going back and forth. So this is going to be the first try. We thought, you know what, this is a big tree. We better cut it up into a few logs. So we did that, and then we got her hooked up to the log arch. And if you see, we're rolling it onto a pivot point right now. If you need to move a big log, it's very key to get it onto a pivot point, and you can actually rotate it 360 degrees pretty easily. So this was our genius idea, thinking, you know what, let's borrow a log arch, let's hook up this big heavy log to our ATV and try to get pulled out of the backyard, and we'll do the sawmilling in the front yard. It didn't work out. That's our friend Rob from Concept 13. Let's go, let's go, let's go, we can do it, we can do it, and tire stuck in the flower bed. So here we are, we totally changed the game plan. We actually literally just wheeled the sawmill into the backyard by hand. All right, we cut the logs to length. We tried using the log arch, and yeah, they're very heavy. And this little hill, we just couldn't do it. It was super tight. Luckily, we got some muscles here, and we actually just wheeled the sawmill in by hand. And it wasn't, what was it like, guys? Pretty good, eh? Not too bad at all. So I actually really like the lightweight yet strong features of the sawmill, because basically we'd be going home right now if we couldn't wheel it in here. And we actually aligned it with the log. So we're gonna throw the ramps on, put up the winch tower, and we'll be making some sawdust real soon. This is exciting. Got the biggest log of the tree. No, this is just a branch. It just happened to be in our way of the nice, beautiful logs, but we're gonna mill this into 5/4. It's supposed to be like cheese board type material. And we got it rolled up using the winch. It worked out really well. We'll film the next one with the bigger log. And we're just using these cool little cam clamps that Logosol provides to clamp the log down. You just gotta pick the right hole. And then basically, yeah, it's good. There we go. And then yeah, it's kind of neat. It kind of just cams over like that. There we go. Positioning the blade It's got a little sight glass on the inside. Okay, we're tensioned. Little sight glass. All right, sawmill's all set up. Let's get a log on here. We're starting off with one of the smaller branches. And you'll notice the sawdust really does shoot off to the right-hand side. Logosol really made it a point of how nice their dust cover is, as well as the wheels themselves kind of act as like fan blades, pushing that sawdust away. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, delicious walnut. Look at that stuff. Walnut is definitely my favorite wood to mill here in North America. And this Logosol B1001, you know what? It's doing a great job. This is literally our first time seriously using the sawmill. We've cut one log here at our own place, and then we decided to take it on location and see what she's got. Now let's get serious. We're pulling up the 31-inch diameter walnut log. You can see the winch on the side, and the muscles Chad over there is operating it with ease. It really does pull the log up no problem. A little bit of finagling on the angle of your log, and now you can see how big the log is. That is a big sawmill. It's a big sawmill, folks. It's not a big sawmill. It's a medium-sized sawmill, actually. It can cut about, I think, 32 inches full width cut, and we're pushing it to the max with this log at about a 31-inch diameter. Now, I am definitely spoiled with my Wood-Mizer sawmill, which is a powered feed, powered up and down, powered basically everything. But, you know, pushing it is not so bad, although apparently I have sweated out about 2 liters of water within the first hour of working. It was a very hot day, very hot day. So we can see here, you know, the throat of the sawmill is pretty much filled right up. The motor itself, the blade itself, everything had lots of power. There was no issues at all. Gotta have the broom shot to show off the grain. Look how beautiful this stuff is. Always rewarding getting that log on the sawmill and taking a look at what's inside. So we're gonna throw the fences up to their higher position now, and we're gonna be flipping that log over. Bam, we're flipped over. We're cutting. That was quick, eh, folks? Nice. And of course, let's check out the grain. Man, this was a beautiful tree. It is always a shame that it was coming down, although we're proud to be turning these trees into future tables and all sorts of other projects. Now, oh, this is actually the biggest log it looks like. That looks like the butt log because it's got the angle there from where it was dropped. So this would be definitely the biggest one. And again, we can see the winch working great, pulling the log right up. And where'd everyone go? They must be on lunch, and Paul just was left there to work. There we go. Got some help now. And the sawmill did take a good hit there with the weight of that log, but the way it is designed, it is very lightweight, but it seems like it can take a hit pretty well. We've definitely had no issues on that front. Thanks, guys. There, we brought the muscle. Chad especially, look at this guy. He's like a regular Arnold Schwarzenegger. Look at this though, we got bacon strips here, folks. Dead clear, beautiful walnut. And you know what? The sawmill is now running fantastic. It is cutting dead flat. And I think if you follow me and you know me from my Instagram, my YouTube, I'm fully honest about everything I say. And we have actually had a hiccup with the sawmill. Andy's showing off the beautiful wood, but come check this out. I'm gonna show you something. There's some bearings that ride on the rail, and inside here is actually a little spacer that shims the bearing up higher, and this little spacer was falling off. I know it's hard to see in there, but we were able to fix it. So always bring a lot of tools on site, and I'll be contacting Logosol to figure out the solution really for this issue. Other than that, one minor thing. Don't get me wrong, it's a little bit on me. I should have used this mill more at my own place, but you know what? I wanted to torture test it on site because that's just how I do things. So big shout out to Logosol, the team over there in Sweden. We really appreciate it. They've provided the sawmill to me as a little bit of a sponsorship package, which is just awesome. It's very humbling to be recognized by these companies for the hard work we've put in over the years. So I want to say thanks and a big shout out to the team at Logosol. And your job's not done though when you sawmill the boards into logs. Let's reverse that. We're actually sawmilling the logs and the boards, folks. We want to get it stickered, and you want to get it stickered properly, nice and flat. We like doing our stickers 12 inches on center. And It's kind of a unique one where we're going to keep one whole pack as one whole tree, and we can keep it nicely organized. And man, the grain in this tree was truly stunning. Very, very happy to have the pleasure of sawmilling it. We like putting some 4x4s on top, and we band it, although we've switched up to ratchet straps now because we're able to tighten down the ratchet straps as the lumber shrinks. Sealing the ends. Always many steps in lumber. It's not just sawmilling, it's not just stacking, but sealing the ends, because the end will be drying 15 times faster than the face grain, causing those nasty checks that we don't want. Woo! So that was a lot of work that day. It was very hot. Fortunately, I had my full team there. Shout out to the team here at Legacy Lumber and Canadian Woodworks. Today we worked synergy. It was synergy. Some plans didn't work. We were supposed to pull the logs out to the front yard. We were going to drive the sawmill in with the ATV. Well, we couldn't get the logs out, and then we couldn't get it in with the ATV. Fortunately, the Logosol sawmill is very lightweight. If I had taken my Wood-Mizer sawmill there, we would have been dead in the water with the logs stuck in the backyard. So I do definitely have to say the Logosol is super lightweight, very handy for that type of sawmilling. I do like it for that. We did have the little issue with the bearing that had the spacer on it that would pop off. So you saw we put some vice grips on there, and we were able to sawmill for the rest of the day. I let the company know about my issue, and right away they actually were aware of the issue already and have now replacement parts for that, so it won't happen again in the future. So that's very good that the company can adapt and adjust their products to solve the problems. You're gonna have some problems once in a while. I always say it's how a company deals with those problems. So again, I said in the video, but a big shout out to the team at Logosol. I really appreciate them, first off, bringing us all the way over to Sweden to meet their whole team, check out all their products. But not only that, they did supply us with this sawmill. So keep that in mind, although I'm gonna give you an honest review of what's going on with the sawmill. If I wasn't, I'm going to be hiding the broken stuff, and I'd rather show you the broken stuff because I'm always breaking stuff. It's just the way it goes. I've rambled on enough for this outro. I'm surprised you're still watching. If you are, leave a comment below if you liked the video. I know the walnut was beautiful. Is walnut your favorite wood? If not, what is it? Let us know. Smash the like button, everyone. Smash it, smash it, smash it. Till next time, make it a great one.